Good morning to one and all. In the previous class, we discussed different topics, that means different images with respect to this horizontal and vertical curves and their alignments and gradings and other things. But in today's class, we have to discuss a few things. Those are related to these gradients and side capes and side canals. Those are also a parts of these road systems. We need to have a brief elaboration or explanation about those things. This is the combination of this vertical alignment and horizontal curves. A slight portion of a vertical alignment there. Normally this is a straight road with a horizontal curve. These are the plans. Already previously we explained all those things. In these plans we are having a different cross sections, elevations and other things. With respect to axis, that means x-axis, what is the thing we are having, and after that y-axis what we have to take, what are the values, what positions we have to make for our reference purpose. After the reference is over, how we have to go for these markings on ground level. These things will explain about the how the marking will takes with respect to ground level. That means we are having different points. TS means normally TS plus 50 plus 51.10. Those are all gradients with respect to horizontal plane and vertical plane. By using those gradients and these curves, after that vertical alignment, we are having different points. At 50 meters, what is the gradient we are having? 55, 60, 65, 70. Likely different gradients. What are the positions we need to take? What are the position values? All those things, how we need to keep from drawing to ground level. That means in the drawing itself, first of all, we have to understand all those drawings by using different notations they are giving on those figures. After the observation and understanding is over, we need to take those drawing part to the field part. That means simply we have to plot those drawings into the field with respect to their values and other notations. And those things will be, we have to explain to the particular labor or any other site engineers. Those will execute the work. This is the another kind of diagram, simply having different lanes with main line, so that those main line is connecting with two sub roads. And for this particular road also there is having some horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. That means up to this part there is a horizontal alignment. That means up to this part we are having horizontal alignment. After that the alignment will be decreasing to vertical likely, so that we have to go for a better one. This is the normally cross section. That cross section means at a particular road, the road will be how it looks like when there is a cross section. That means the top layer what we have, after the top layer sub layers what we have, at a ground layer what we have. That means what we have means what kind of materials we have to use for construction purpose. In a different fields and localities, the ground layer data will be having different components of earthen materials. Likely we are having these black cotton soils, red soils. మనకు నల్ల రేగడి భూములు, ఎర్ర రేగడి భూములు అంటారు కదండి. వాటి యొక్క సాయిల్ యొక్క ప్రాపర్టీస్ని బట్టి మనకి యొక్క డిజైన్ కండిషన్స్ అనేవి వేరీ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. సో దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు మైండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద టైప్ ఆఫ్ ద సాయిల్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్, so that in that particular type of the soil which kind of material is suitable for construction. What are the locally available materials? Is the locally available materials are superior or inferior? That means superior means those are nearer to us, inferior means those are farther to us, or those are cheap or high cost. All those things we have to calculate. After the calculation is over, we have to prescribe in our drawings, so that we are using this aggregate, so that in this aggregate also the aggregate size is 40 mm or 20 mm or 10 mm. In which layer, which kind of aggregate we are using, what is the size of the aggregate, all those things we have to locate in this particular drawing. This is the particular cross section, that means super elevated IVA curves we are having different layers, so that those layers are will helpful us to identify the material kind. After that we are having this road structure. In that particular road structure we are having a median. This is the median part. After that this is the normal road part. Okay, after the road is over, here we are having a small canal. These are the curves. Okay, here we are having one curve, and here we are having another curve. Those curves are normally used for the purpose of end particular road is ended for a this portion. That means the road is having a width of this much of length from that point to that point. The meridian having starting point and this curve having ending point. That means meridian is normally kept at the mid of the particular road surface. It means normally here we are having two lanes of road. That means one lane and one lane. Between those two lanes we are having this meridian. At the ends of those two lanes we are having these curves at each side. After the curve is over, the small drainage canal. Normally these drainage canals are used in only rainy seasons, or if there is any accidents or anything occurred on a particular road, so that there is any leakage of material, so that those drainage canals are responsible to take all those materials, and they need to transport to another side canals or exterior parts of a particular road surface. This is the typical single lane road we are having. In that particular single lane road also we are having two side canals, and we are having some kind of here they are simply denoting with bahu. That means bahu means a pedestrian walking place. After that we are having a small canals. In the middle portion we are having the road. I will all this is a particular road. After the road is over we are having this kind of length for pedestrian walking. After that we are having a small amount of canal. Okay, this is the normal single lane road. But in case of this previous diagram we have observed a two lane road. Here one lane and one lane, 1 plus 1 equal to 2 lane road. But in case of this diagram only we are having one lane road. Okay, one lane road with two caves and two side canals. After that this is the another road. Okay, having different notations. Normally two cars are moving on a road. After the car show is over, they are having some amount of greenery. I will show. This is the greenery portion. Okay, these are the two vehicles. Okay, after that there will be some kind of this greenery and other things also there. This is the normal cross section for a particular road with different widths. This is also another kind of road. That means these kind of roads normally we are observed whenever there is a meeting. That means meeting means normally two lanes and four lanes. In the national highways we are observing we are having a main lane. Those main lane we have to use to connect with sub roads. That means there is a road. That means national highway is there. Is a national highway. That national highway is passing from this Tamil Nadu to Kolkata. Okay, in the Tamil Nadu means it is the bottommost part of our country. After the Tamil Nadu we are having Andhra Pradesh. After that Andhra Pradesh we are having this Assam. After that we are having this Kolkata and Bhubaneswar, like different places we are having states. So that the main national highway has to connect the different important points located on this Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Assam and Kolkata, so that the sub roads are used to connect with this national highway. So that I will notate these okay, this is the main national highway. After that we are having this sub roads. Okay, here we are having another sub road. Okay, these two sub roads are connecting with this national highway. This is the diagram showing that image of connecting all those national highways. After that this is the another kind of diagram. In this particular diagram we are having this elevation, that means normally this is the road, this is the camber. Okay, what is the purpose of constructing a camber means the camber will provides a elevation on both sides of the road. This elevation is used for the dewatering purpose. Dewatering means whatever the water is located on a particular road surface, the total water will be moved into fire canals by gravity with the help of this gravity. Whatever we are maintaining slope means the normal water will be drained by using this slope. Automatically there may be no water on the roads. In recent days we are observed in Hyderabad and so many cities, due to huge quantity of these rains, all those cities are having stagnant of water on the road surfaces. After the stagnant of the water, automatically there may be some kind of some quantity of penetration of water onto the sublayers of the road. Due to those penetration of water into the sublayer, there may be a chance of skipping or skidding. That means not skidding, breaking of roads occurs. Why? Because the total densification of the road will be spoiled by this entrainment of water. So that we need to have this kind of cambers normally in roads for dewatering purpose. Why? Because if the water is simply entrained into the subsurface and the below subsurface, that means here we are having water due to this entrainment in a different okay, this total red portions below we are having, these total red portions will enters into the subsoil, and the so water will disturb the soil strata. After the disturbing of soil strata, automatically there may be a huge quantity of water and some quantity of enlargement. That means normally we are having a some quantity of weight. That means some x amount of weight we are having. After drinking a 2 to 5 liters of water, we are having some quantity of increment in our weight. Why? Because we are taking particular quantity of water into our body, so that our weight may be increases. Likely in the road surface also, due to this penetration of water, there may be some quantity of increment of weight or some quantity of increment of volume, so that the volume leads to enlargement. It means normally this is the layer. Due to enlargement, the total roads having some irregulars, so that the total road will cracks. In a so many places we are observing now to these black roads are crackings. Why? Because these tar roads normally cracking. Why? Because due to lack of proper densification, and after the densification is over, we have to maintain this slope. Slope is over, the slope also over. After that we have to maintain these side canals for drainage purpose, so that these side canals are major role for the particular road. Why? Because if the side canals are properly, automatically the water will be leached from the roads, and those will not care any disturbance to the surface of the road. If the fire canals are not properly designed for a road, automatically the water will penetrate into the surface of the road, and this will leads to enlargement. Those enlargement leads to cracking of surface. Those cracking of surface leads to the total road failures. In flow, so many areas we are observing. What is the main reason? Means due to this entrainment of water onto the sublayers. We have to eliminate those. This is the median normally. That means what is median means? In this particular figure we are having a structure. That means both sides of the road. In the middle portion we are having median. Those median also having some quantity of trees and other important granaries and other important structural locations. That means in a few of portions of our road we are having some quantity of statues and other things with respect to politics and any other. That means in few places they are having some political leader statues. In few places they are having some quantities of stands and others. All those are kept at the particular portion of your road. Those portion is called as a median. In that particular median, few places having street lights at the particular median portion. In few places we are having street lights at the end of the road. Those depends upon the particular number of lanes. If the number of lanes are very small, automatically that means if there is a 2-lane road, automatically we have to keep these street lights at the middle portion of the road. If the road is having huge quantity of width, automatically at each end of the road we have to place these street lights for the vision purpose. Particularly in the night time, that means in the night time the vehicles has to move in a roads with proper lighting facilities. Otherwise the vehicles has to face some quantities of accidents and collisions with neighbor vehicles. So that we have to use these street lights and other parking facilities in the roads. Normally what is the purpose of planting a trees on this meridian line? Means normal, why? Because of so many places we are having these huge quantity of vehicles flowing on the roads, so that there may be some exhaust of these gases, so that these plants will be helpful us to absorb those gases, and the roads will be having some quantity of cooling. Normally carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and other exhaust gases having huge quantity of temperature, so those temperature and the other particles also having some quantity of other things that related directly related to this eradication of the roads, or some quantity of top layer removal. So that we need to face those things by we need to delete those things by simply placing this kind of small trees, and those are also some kind of looking purpose also we are having in few places, so that these meridian lines and other lighting houses and small things are helpful for us to looking purpose. After that, this is the another kind of road. That means a typical meridian distribution. That means the total road we are having. The total road means the total bottom will show. This is the total road. Okay, the total road means after that the total road we are having some quantity of this percentage, 6 to 15, 1.5%, 6 to 1.5% of angle of inclination with respect to center line. That means there is some hilly area or any other undisturbed area, so that the vehicles having a huge quantity of bifurcation. Means bifurcation means the two lines having some quantity of space, so that we have to understand what is the purpose of keeping like this. Means the in a majorly this kind of place uh, bifurcation of huge amount of land we will observe in national highways. Why? Because in a national highways the vehicles are have to move with a huge quantity of speed. If there is any some punctures or any other occurs on to the particular vehicle, so that the vehicle has to move from one lane to another lane, so that in that particular spaces these dividers or any other things will helpful for us to control the vehicle movement from one lane to another lane. Simply by using this slope means automatically vehicle will keeping on those particular slopey areas, and those will not cause any disturbance to us, disturbance to sidelines normally. This is the portion why we are keeping in a particular areas. Okay, in some of the places those are also examples for this is the major national highway, and this is the sub road. This is the national highway, and this is the sub roads. Normally sub roads means those are roads which are connecting from state level to central level. That means the states we are having a major district roads. Those major district roads are associated with these national highways. That means those major district roads having some quantity of length associated with these national highways, so that these parts are looking like that previous diagram. We have to understand in a different patterns we are having this road enlargement and road crossings, so that we have to observe, and this is the particular road. For that purpose the road is constructed like that. This is the reason behind the differential construction regarding to normal road. And sometimes we have to observe the pavement also. What is the smoothness of the pavement? It is a rough structure or smooth structure. If the rough structure means automatically that area will be having huge quantity of accident. The smooth structure means the area is less quantity of accidents, and the road is for designed for huge speeds. That means more than 100 kilometers. If the friction factor is high means automatically the vehicle will not move more than 60 to 80. Why? Because the tire has been so much of contact area with this road surface, so that the vehicle will not give too much of this speed. If the road surface is so smooth, automatically the vehicle will flow very easily and very fastly. After that, this is the another pattern. That means in this particular diagram we are having this horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, and merging of roads and meridians, street lights, granaries, and other bifurcations, fencings. All those we are having in this particular line. Okay. After that, we are having some quantity of side canals also. Those also I will show with the help of these markings and others. This is the side canals, normally having a particular quantity of slope. This is a side canal. Okay, this is a side canal. This is a road with different flowing vehicles. That means one side we are having coming vehicles, another side going vehicles. This is the vertical alignment. That means vertical curves. Vertical curve and alignment of a particular road combines with another road. That means crossings or divergings. We are discussed in the third chapter. After that, we are having this road having different bridge. Okay, all those are differential. And here we are having a greenery part. That means those greenery part. After that, we are having some quantity of street lights. Here we are having some quantity of street lights, and here we are having street lights. Okay, where there is a need for street light, automatically they have to place. Otherwise, they need to face some quantity of severe problems with respect to accidents or any other, all those things. This is the picture represents all those things. Okay, here we are having two roads with a huge quantity of median. Previously we observed a diagram with a huge quantity of median at the middle portion, and normally high roads. There is a smaller roads with a huge quantity of meridian. Okay, this is also one kind of example. Okay, after the meridian is over, there may be some amount of angle of inclination with respect to normal road. Why? Because the total water in the particular road surface will be drained to this meridian. The meridian having some quantity of these holes. Those holes will directly absorb all those water, and they will sink down to the another canal with respect to normal ground level. Okay, in some of the roads they simply arrange these pipeline systems. That means at the bottom of the road they will give some quantity of pipelines, so that the water will be drawn from road surface to these pipelines, and pipelines will be connected to side canals. Automatically there may be no chance of sinking of water into the ground level. Automatically total water will be drained off easily by a proper mechanism. That means the proper construction mechanism. If there is no proper construction mechanism, we have to lay down for each and every year after the rainy season is over. Simply we have to construct a new road, or simply we have to patch the new road surface. Likely repairs we have to do, so that to prevent those repairs, to save money, we have to invest some quantity of money in prior studies. That means prior means before constructing a particular road, what is the particular annual rainfall, in which months there may be high, so that what quantity of rainfall is occurring. That means how many of rainfall. Normally rainfall is measured with respect to this in a particular day. There may be 22 of rainfall or 23 of rainfall, so that we have to understand the situation of rainfall, and we have to give a proper slope and pipeline mechanism for dewatering systems. All those will helpful us for saving money year by year. This is the one of the road which is showing these sinkholes. That means here we are having red portion, that means circle portion having. In that particular circle portion we are having a sinkhole. That means the total water will be drained into the sinkholes, and those sinkholes will be having connected with the other pipeline systems, so that water will be drained off easily. There may be no repair or rehabilitation of roads year by year. Simply for every 5 to 10 years they have to do some quantity of minor repairs. There may be no major repairs to these roads. Why? Because there may be some planned mechanism for construction this. After that, in the top portion also we are having some quantity of road. It means there may be some crossings, road crossings. After that, the top portion we are having these flexi boards. Those are also leads to some quantity of accidents. Okay, all those things we have to study. What is the flexi board? If the flexi board is any having obstruction to our vision, okay, had you noticed that particular quantity of a hole? Okay, in this diagram also we are having this is a particular Chinese road. Also the total language will give us a particular Shanghai Nang express highway. That means normally express highways having a speed of 122. In our Indian purpose we are having 120 kilometers, but in the Chinese purpose they are having a huge quantity of speed. The total road is having some amount of inclination. That means I will show this is the total road with a inclination. Here also we are having total road with a proper inclination, so that the total road water will be drained into this particular location, so that the location having some quantity of greenery, so that the greenery will absorb the total water and the greenery will rises, so that there may be no quantity to feed daily water to these greenery systems. Whatever the water will fill on the roads, those will be distributed into these greenery systems. This is also one of the idea. That means those are all smart ideas. We call it as a, those smart ideas will save money and other matter. A smart construction. Okay, in this particular road also the total road is constructed in a hilly area, so that there it is also a hilly area and some quantity of desert also we are looking like. Why? Because there may be no greenery, a small bushes are there. That means bushes means normally those kind of bushes we will observe in a desert areas, so that the road is constructed in a desert area. In that particular desert area we are having a road in the medium. That means in the meridian we are having these small holes like systems, so that the holes are used to drain off water. Why? Because in the desert area we are having a huge quantity of sand like material. The particular sand we are having a differential properties compared to normal earth level. That means normal earth we are having some amount of properties, but in case of this sand we are having this bulking property. That means bulking means normally bulking is expressed as a increment of volume with respect to normal surface by adding some quantity of water. Normally if there is a body, already previously we discussed, if the body having some quantity of water, after drinking a few liters of water, the total body will increase weights, not volume. But in case of some bodies, there may be increment of volume. So that we have to understand depending upon the situation. So that for sand we are having a bulking property. Bulking means simply increment of volume by absorbing some quantity of water. This leads to bulking. We have to understand the bulking. In concrete technology, you have to face this bulking property. And RCC also, you have to undergo with this bulking phenomena. And concrete technology lab itself, we are having these sand properties. We need to do some kind of experiments using this sand and water. What is the increment of volume with respect to increment of water? That means for first of all, we have to use some quantity of water into the sand layer. Is there any increment of volume with respect to, we have to take a picrometer, simply by increasing 1% of water to the particular quantity of sand. After that 1% there may be no volume, means we have to use some quantity of 2%. After that 2% is over, 5%, 6% likely we have to increase a particular quantity of water. At a particular level, we have to observe there may be volumetric increment in the sand. So that we need to observe at what percentage we have this increment of volume, so that the sand having this percentage of water absorption. Likely we have to take this area, and we have to collect some quantity of samples, and we need to test at what percentage there may be increment of volume, so that what is the rainfall in that particular area, if this rainfall is sufficient or more. So that we have to know the data, and we need to construct this kind of smart holes. Those holes are useful for these roads for draining of water. This is the typical phenomena for particular draining of mechanism. That means the total draining water will be fed to this. After that we are having a small canal. The total water will be fed to this canal. The canal will be having interconnection with other canals. The total water will be drained off easily. In that particular meridian there is no systems. It means there is no other systems. In the edge we are having these small canals. In this particular diagram also we have to observe, in the particular meridian after we are having a small darkened portion, so that those darkened portion will not allow the water. Why? Because some kind of some increment of height with respect to ground level, that will directly gives the flow of water, so that flow of water will directly onto the, this is the having some kind of height with respect to ground level, so that the total water will be drained into this particular tot or any other. After that we have to go to these side canals. Okay, this is also another kind of example. In the curves we are having some quantity of thickened portion. That means here we are having pentagon melting roads. That means pentagon meeting of the roads. This is another kind of roadway, that the capacity of the roadway, speed capacity of the roadway is 40 kilometers per hour. It is a single unit road. Here we are observing, that means 1 2 3 4, totally we are having 4 quantities of road. That means 5 roads are simply connecting. First road, second road, third road, fourth road, and fifth road. Totally 5 roads are there. Those 5 roads are connected at 4 points. Okay, 1 2 3 4, totally 4 points. In those 4 points we are having different kinds of alignments. That means one kind of alignment, one kind of alignment, one kind of alignment. Totally we are having 3 major, using those 5 roads we are having 4 points and 3 major locations. This is the azimuth intersection angle distance between vehicles. Normally, whenever we are driving a particular car, so that we have to observe the vehicles, whatever they are going in the front side, and we have to observe the whatever the vehicles going in the back side with side mirrors. In this particular diagram, we are having a inclination of road with respect to this ground surface. Means the total road having some quantity of angle. Okay, these things we have to observe. And the total water will be fed to the particular side canal. If the extreme level, that means the water entrainment is extreme level, so that we have to use these concrete linings. The water is so much less, means automatically we have to use this kind of normal mud, that means normal soil, so that the soil will absorb all those water, and it will be useful for increase of greenery. This is the first diagram we have to observe. Different portions we are having, totally 10 portions we are having, elevation and friction and quantity of horizontal element and vertical element both we are having. Okay, once again I will recall. This is the starting of the intersection, particular PPT. Highway alignment. This is the normal highway having straight road. It is a highway having alignment with respect to vertical direction. This is also highway having a horizontal curve with respect to some quantity of vertical alignment. This is the example for horizontal alignment and vertical alignment with respect to x direction, y direction, and z direction. This is also another kind of example with particular notations. Here we are having a degree of 80 degrees and a angle of inclination 2 to 4%, and contour lines, existing ground elevations, all those things we have to observe. What is horizontal alignment? What is vertical alignment with respect to roads? These are the combinations of horizontal and vertical alignments in 4 different patterns. This is uneven pattern, that means up and downs, up and downs. This is also a vertical alignment, not a horizontal. It is only vertical alignment with crossings. Really we are observing two crossings, 2 to 3 crossings they are having. This is also horizontal curve and vertical curve. This is completely a horizontal curve with some amount of vertical, less quantity of vertical. All these are the drawings. 1 2 3 4 5. These are the drawings, and these will give a notations. That means what is the central path of the road, what are the curbs, what are the meridians, what are the canals, side canals, all those things. Here we are having different kinds of roads associated with national highways and state highways. What is the camber? What is the problem when water comes into the deep layers of your road? This diagram having these meridians with greenery and normal statues and other things and street lights, all those. These are the different roads having some amount of inclination with respect to central line. This is the example. The two roads are having inclination with respect to central line for the purpose of drainaging of water. These two having a central line is with a high level. That means the central line, the meridian is at higher position. The two roads are, that means it is a higher position. The two roads are like here. The total water will be drained off into the particular conditions. After that, it is another kind of meridian. The total water will be drained into the meridian having a pipe system. Here we are having a pipelines for dewatering. Here also we are having some kind of pipelines, or sometimes those water will be used for Granary purpose, feeding of this granary. In this kind of diagram, we are having a special holes designed to absorb the water. Here also we are having some kind of absorbance. Here also, this is that 5 kinds of roads are meeting. In this particular 5 kinds of roads, there are they have to give a 5 points or 4 points for absorbing of water. Why? Because there may be huge quantity of occurring of accidents. Okay, this is the total about horizontal alignment and vertical alignment with respect to diagrams.